Alrighty, welcome back to Spyro 1. Welcome back to the Spyro 1 commentary on Split Screen Squad. I'm the Split Screen Squad, and I'm already fumbling my words. God damn it. Today we're going to be covering the remaining two, well, basically today we're going to be covering up the rest of Artisans, which is just Town Square, the boss, and the flight stage.
Wait, the boss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were playing Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not doing that series, by the way.
I mean, okay, so I'm not like out here trying to leak the next game I'm going to record, but I have recently been playing the first Metal Gear game because I have the game on GOG, and I'm actually considering recording it. The problem is, I'm gonna need a lot of training, because otherwise I'm going to pause the game every 5 seconds to take a look at what's up ahead, because it's one of those games.
Yeah. Of course, I will state, I'm already calling Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah, but if we're gonna do Metal Gear Rising, it doesn't mean, like, if we're gonna play them in the intended order, it means that we do need to have played, you know, Metal Gear 1 and 2, and Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then, only then can we do Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah,
so,
no, I know.
You have my personal ETH guarantee that it's gonna be a long time.
That's fine.
Because I have poor time management skills.
So you can fully confirm that you're
also
doing the Metal Gear series, except for Rising, right? Then, right?
And Survive. I'm not touching that game either.
No one's touching that game. No one's touching that
No
game.
one's touching that game with a 10-foot pole.
I mean, Chester might. But Chester isn't here.
Wait, who's Chester?
A buddy of his.
He's
Okay.
he's a friend of mine, a regular.
Okay.
He's
Alright.
He's a pretty
I
big rock
want to interrupt real quick. I love that this dragon just had a cake ready.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, the thing I like about the Reignited trilogy was, like, they gave the dragons that you rescue, each of them has, like, their own design
Personality.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a really nice touch. Even though they are basically the same, I want to say, like, 5-6 voice actors used.
They're actually different. They're actually different voice actors. There's some that
so
are
every
actually.
dragon has a different voice actor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At least I
That's
think. I
more
gotta
work
look
than
up,
what they do
I
in
gotta
2
look that
and 3.
Up. Yeah.
That's
I do know that.
dedication right there.
I do know that Roger Craig Smith voices a couple of the dragons in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, same with
Really?
same with I believe Travis Willingham,
Wait, you mean Roger Craig Smith from Assassin's Creed?
and of course the voice of the Blue Blur. Yeah,
Who?
Oh, fuck you.
you don't know that Roger Craig Smith also voices Sonic?
He's being a smartass, D-pad.
Oh.
Robbie
Yeah, fuck
Draymond
you,
is
AG.
also in the Reignited trilogy too. He is the
Really?
voice of Hunter. Yeah, he's the voice of
He's
Hunter.
Hunter? I did not know that was him as Hunter.
He uses something close to
we'll
his
get to Hunter.
Prompto voice from FF15.
Huh.
A game that I really have a love-hate relationship with, to be honest.
You love it,
I
but then
mean,
you
you
hate
know-
it at the same time.
What?
You love it, but then you hate it at the same time.
I love the game. I hate that it just felt unfinished. And it's the same thought that everyone else has. You want to love the game, but you can't, considering how unfinished it is.
I mean, especially when you realize that even after we've got several, you know, DLC episodes of each character, they focus on the wrong characters to give them extra story.
Well, I mean, it's like
I feel like in the background there are so many things going on that we just don't get.
Well, I mean, we don't. I still want to know what the hell the plans for the Aranea and Luna Freya DLCs were. Because, like,
Yeah.
Luna is probably related to basically, like, either her afterlife and stuff, or stuff before the boys hit Alticia. What was Arenea's going to be about? Because we know Noctis was going to basically be resetting the status quo. What was that, Achi?
It was going to be a 5-hour car drive where I don't know.
You lost your joke right easily.
On one hand, I want to say that Aranea was probably one of the most useless characters in Final Fantasy 15, considering how little of an impact she made. But I don't know.
People still enjoyed her. So so for those of you that don't know, wait, how was I supposed to know that? A Dragon in World 3 tells you that. A Dragon in World 3 tells you, hey, jump on all the stones here. So if you miss Sunny Flight and you don't know what to do, yeah, you just wait.
You want to hear a funny
welcome to
thing?
the flight stages. They are just time trial little things.
Yeah.
One honestly has the worst.
Two's better in my opinion.
What?
Two for these kind of levels. 2 did it a little bit better in my opinion.
2 is the best, and 3 is very close to 1 in terms of badness.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to ask. So these flight stages, they are not liked by most people, right?
Just the ones from the first game.
Yeah, just the
Right,
ones from the
because
first game.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. When I played this game, I didn't mind these, like, at all.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna say they're bad. The first one has the weakest one because they're not compared to the first 2. So I shouldn't say these ones are the worst. 3 is honestly the worst one.
Yeah, I mean this game also gets the excuse of, you know,
yeah, it's the first one.
Being the first in the franchise. They didn't know what to do or how to do it. They were just, you know, throwing stuff at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah. Yeah, but 2 has the best ones for these. 3 has the worst, but we'll talk about 3 once we actually get through the playthrough.
And once again, he's delaying his argument because he doesn't have one.
To show off the argument, smartass.
Right.
Even then, that argument is not going to be said until the last one.
Alright, so how about this? Best game from the trilogy.
Second one.
In terms of aesthetic, the third one. In terms of levels, 2.
Right.
I just like the second one a lot more because I like Ripto.
In terms
I quite like the second one as well.
In terms of structure, this one.
Oh, and here you're gonna battle Toasty.
The first boss. Bosses are actually optional in this game.
Yeah.
Because in order to actually get to the second level, you just need to save 10 dragons.
Yeah. Like, you can just skip the bosses in general.
What do you get for confronting Toasty?
Gems and a dragon. Like, all these boss levels have one dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, but then what's stopping you from, you know, collecting all the gems, saving the dragon, and then just fucking off back to the overworld?
Some the bosses give you gems, and sometimes after the boss there's some gems, more gems.
Yeah.
All right.
I hate these dogs, by the way.
Oh, I hated these dogs too, like, when I played through it.
These dogs are some of the worst enemies in the entire game.
See, I thought it was just like 1 kill for them, but no, you have to do it 2 times.
Yeah. It's like they're the only enemies that take 2 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and being perfectly honest, this might be, you know, my monkey brain acting up again, but in my mind, if in a game like this, the enemy doesn't go down with one hit, I assume the enemy to just be resistant, or not resistant, but immune to my my attack.
Yeah, especially with these dogs are basically have a very quick wake up attack.
Yeah.
Like it's a literal wake up attack, but still, it's like you would think that because I've never charged the dogs. Also, checking out some of these pictures because these are a really nice touch.
Yeah, they're definitely like a nice little touch.
We have a few
to them.
dragons. We have a few world outscapes. Hell, we even have some of 2's worlds too.
That's a little weird Easter egg, like for this, you know.
Yeah. Sadly, that's all the pictures they have. Because I would have liked more.
Yeah, you would have thought there would have been more.
Nasty Nork has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. Toasty has many tricks up his sleeve.
In the original version, Navin actually says, "Be careful, Spyro. This boss has many tricks up his sleeve." And it's like, it's weird that they changed it to Toasty.
Yeah, they did. They did. Also,
I mean, maybe they thought that, you know, having the character say this boss, it sounded too like video game like.
They don't need the other bosses though.
oh,
And he bitch slaps you with his scythe.
Just out of curiosity, you, how many times did it take you personally to beat Toasty?
In the original, or
let's go with the original and then the reunited.
Honestly, I think I've never died to Toasty.
See,
I've died to because of dogs.
Yep. Freaking dogs. And then I'll say this quickly though. For me, it was just like once, like I died once, and also I love that Toasty turns out to be just a sheep.
Yeah, I actually do love that too. That's really funny.
Speaking of sheep,
Alright, so
do you guys remember?
Now that Go on.
I was gonna say, do you guys remember the old Spyro TV commercials with like the sheep?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I remember like a couple of like my Archie comics, like they had like the advertisements in them. Like that poor sheep just got barbecued.
It's better than what happens to the guys for the Ratchet and Clank ones.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
I love those commercials. I love the fucking Ratchet and Clank commercials.
You're talking about the Japanese ones, right?
No.
No.
Between this and the next episode, Edgy, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
but wait, because we're about to end this.
Yeah.
I just want to point out one thing. I am deeply disappointed in all of us because we just went to a boss that was named Toasty and nobody made a Mortal Kombat joke.
Meh.
Nah. It's been done so many times.
Yeah, but look, if the guy is called Toasty, we need to at least at one point in the video, doesn't matter when, we need to at one point just have
Fine. I'll name this episode insert Mortal Kombat reference here. I'll name the episode that. Okay?
Now that's what I like.
Yeah, now we enter the Peacekeeper's world, which is the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually has the hardest boss in my honest opinion.
Who was the boss here again?
Dr. Shemp.
Yes. Yep. He can burn. He can burn for.
Yeah, that is the end of the episode. For those of you coming from the first episode and going, why is the screen different? Episode 1 was actually recorded much later in time because I actually had to re-record it. So all these episodes will have this background for the end slate.
He did a fucky wucky.
And I should also point out that I was the one that whipped up like the picture for like that you used last time. Jerk.